In a quiet Midwest high school, shy sophomore Lily Harper hides in the shadows, her sketchbook, her only friend. But when cruel bullies tie her to a chair and deface her with markers, they awaken a fierce spirit. What happens when the prey becomes the predator? Watch Lily's revenge unfold. If you're hooked by Lily's story, hit that subscribe button and join our community for more gripping tales of triumph and twists. Don't miss out, click now and turn on notifications. Lily Harper was invisible, or so she thought, as she shuffled through the crowded halls of Lincoln, high in small-town Indiana. At 16, she was a sophomore with mousy brown hair, oversized sweaters, and a habit of clutching her sketchbook like a shield. Her hazel eyes darted nervously, avoiding contact with the cliques that ruled the school. The jocks, the cheerleaders, the self-proclaimed cool kids led by Tara Mitchell, a senior with a venomous smile and a knack for making others feel small. Lily's world was her art, her pencil strokes creating fantastical landscapes where she could escape the whispers and snickers that followed her. But today, October 15th, 2024, her carefully constructed bubble would burst in a way she never imagined. It started in fourth period art class, the one place Lily felt safe. Mrs. Callahan, the eccentric teacher with a penchant for tie-dye, had assigned a group project, a mural depicting community. Lily was paired with Tara, her boyfriend Jake, and their friend Mia, a trio known for their cruelty. Lily's stomach knotted as Tara smirked, whispering to Jake, "This'll be fun." Lily kept her head down, sketching ideas, hoping to blend into the background, but Tara had other plans. "Hey, freak show," Tara said, loud enough for the class to hear. "Your drawings look like a toddler's scribbles." Laughter rippled through the room. Lily's cheeks burned, but she said nothing, her pencil trembling. After class, Lily lingered, pretending to organize her supplies. She thought she'd escaped when Tara's voice cut through the empty room. "Not so fast, Harper." Before Lily could react, Jake grabbed her arms, and Mia shoved her into a chair. Tara produced a roll of duct tape from her backpack, her eyes gleaming with malice. "Let's make you a real work of art," she said. They taped Lily's wrists and ankles to the chair, ignoring her quiet pleas. Tara uncapped a marker, drawing a crude mustache across Lily's face. Jake added exaggerated freckles, and Mia scrawled "loser" on her forehead. The marker's chemical stench filled Lily's nose as tears welled, but she refused to cry. The bell rang, and the trio fled, leaving Lily alone, humiliated and trapped. For 10 agonizing minutes, Lily sat in the silent art room, the marker ink stinging her skin. But something shifted inside her. The fear that had defined her life, fear of speaking up, of being seen, began to crack. She twisted her wrists, the tape biting into her skin, until she felt a slight give. With a surge of determination, she yanked her right hand free, then the left, tearing the tape from her ankles. Standing, she caught her reflection in a nearby window, a caricature of herself, defaced and mocked. But instead of shame, a spark of defiance ignited. She grabbed a marker from the table, her hand steady. "If they want art," she whispered, "I'll give them art." Lily spent the rest of the day planning. She wasn't the same girl who'd cowered in the halls that morning. Tara, Jake, and Mia had underestimated her, and that was their mistake. Knew their routines, Tara's cheer practice, Jake's football drills, Mia's gossip sessions in the cafeteria. Lily's sketchbook, once a refuge, became her war room. She mapped out her revenge with the precision of a general, her pencil, sketching not landscapes, but a plan to turn the tables. Asterisk the next day. Lily arrived at school early, her backpack heavier than usual. Inside were washable markers, a small pair of scissors, and a spool of thin rope she'd found in her garage. She'd spent the night practicing knots, her fingers clumsy at first but growing confident. Her first target was Mia, who always arrived early to text in the empty cafeteria. Lily slipped in through a side door, her heart pounding but her resolve firm. Mia sat alone, engrossed in her phone. Lily approached silently, rope in hand. "Hey, Mia," she said softly. Mia looked up, startled, as Lily swiftly looped the rope around her wrists, tying her to the chair. "What the?" Mia started, but Lily was quick, taping her mouth shut. With a blue marker, Lily drew swirling patterns across Mia's cheeks, then wrote gossip in bold letters on her forehead. Mia's muffled protests were music to Lily's ears. She left her there, knowing the janitor would find her soon. At lunch, Lily targeted Jake. He was alone in the locker room, grabbing his gear. Lily had learned the layout from her brother, a former football player. She crept in, hiding behind a row of lockers. When Jake bent to tie his cleats, she pounced, looping rope around his wrists and ankles. He was stronger, but Lily was faster, tying him to a bench. She drew a cartoonish football helmet on his face, complete with a score. Bully 0, Lily 1. Jake's muffled curses echoed as she slipped out, unnoticed. Tara was last and the hardest. Cheer practice was in the gym, surrounded by her squad. Lily waited until Tara went to the bathroom, a predictable break. She followed, her hands sweaty, but steady. Inside, she locked the door and faced Tara, who laughed. "What's this freak show?" Round 2. Lily didn't flinch. She tackled Tara, using her weight to pin her down, and tied her wrists with practiced ease. Tara's laughter turned to rage as Lily drew a crown on her face, labeling it Queen of. She left Tara struggling, knowing the coach would find her soon. Asterisk, but Lily's victory was short-lived, and the consequences of her actions began to unravel in ways she hadn't anticipated. As she slipped out of the bathroom, her heart still racing from the confrontation with Tara, she nearly collided with Ethan Carter, a junior who was neither part of Tara's clique nor entirely an outsider. Ethan was the school's resident tech geek, always tinkering with gadgets and known for his uncanny ability to fix anything from a crashed laptop to the AV Club's ancient projector. He was lanky, with messy black hair and glasses that perpetually slid down his nose, but his sharp green eyes missed nothing. "Lily, what's going on?" he asked, his voice laced with concern. She froze, the rope and markers still in her backpack, her hands trembling from adrenaline. Ethan had seen her leave the bathroom, and Tara's muffled shouts were faintly audible through the door. Lily's mind raced. She couldn't afford a witness. Not now. "Nothing," she said quickly, trying to brush past him. But Ethan stepped in her path, his expression curious rather than accusing. "You don't look like nothing's going on," he said, glancing at the bathroom door. "Is Tara okay in there?" Lily's stomach churned. She didn't trust Ethan. Not yet, but his tone wasn't hostile. In a split-second decision, she decided to take a risk. "She's fine," Lily said, lowering her voice, "but she's getting what she deserves. But you know what she did to me yesterday?" Ethan's eyes widened slightly, and Lily realized he'd heard the rumors about her humiliation in the art room. The school was small. Gossip traveled fast. Ethan hesitated, then nodded. "Yeah, I heard that was messed up." He paused, studying her. "So, what's your play here?" Lily's instinct was to run, but something in Ethan's gaze, curiosity, mixed with a hint of admiration, made her pause. She took a deep breath and told him everything. The art room, the markers, her, revenge on Mia and Jake, and now Tara. Ethan listened, his expression shifting from surprise to a slow, impressed grin. "You're kind of a badass, Harper," he said, pushing his glasses up. "But you know this is going to blow up, right? Tara's not the type to let this slide." Lily nodded, her jaw tight. "I know, but I'm done being invisible." Ethan's grin faded into something more serious. "Yeah, you're not invisible to everyone," he said quietly. For a moment their eyes locked, and Lily felt a flicker of something new connection. Maybe, or the start of trust. But before she could respond, Ethan's phone buzzed. He glanced at it, his face paling. "Need to see this," he said, showing her the screen. It was a group chat, one of Tara's friends posting a blurry photo of Lily sneaking out of the cafeteria that morning, near where Mia had been found. The caption read, "Freak show's playing dirty, watch out." Lily's heart sank. Someone had seen her, and the narrative was already twisting. Ethan looked at her, his voice urgent. "They're turning this on you. Tara's probably already planning her comeback. You need a plan like yesterday." Lily's mind raced. Ethan was right, Tara wouldn't just take her punishment quietly. But then Ethan leaned closer, his voice a whisper. I can help. I know the school's security system inside out. There's a camera in the art room, right? If it caught what they did to you, we can use it. Lily's breath caught. She hadn't thought of the camera until now, and Ethan's offer was a lifeline. It came with a risk. Trusting someone else meant letting go of control. Why would you help me? She asked, her voice barely audible. Ethan shrugged, a small smile tugging at his lips. Because I'm sick of people like Tara running this place. And because I think you're worth betting on. For the first time in days, Lily felt a spark of hope. But as they parted ways, Ethan heading to the AV room to check the footage and Lily to her next class, she couldn't shake the feeling that she'd just opened a door to a bigger game, one where the stakes were higher. The players weren't just bullies, but allies, secrets, and a school ready to explode with the truth. Asterisk by the next morning, Ali arrived to find her locker vandalized, spray-painted with the word snitch. Tara stood nearby, smirking, her face scrubbed clean, but her eyes burning. You think you're clever? She hissed. Lily realized her plan had a flaw. She'd underestimate Tara's need for revenge. The photos had gone viral, and Tara had spun a story claiming Lily was the real bully, framing them out of jealousy. Classmates who'd once ignored Lily now glared, believing Tara's lies. Lily's heart sank, but she wasn't done. She needed proof to clear her name and expose Tara's cruelty. She remembered Ethan's offer and the art room security camera installed after a vandalism incident last year. If it had caught the original attack, it could save her. She approached Mrs. Callahan, who was sympathetic but hesitant. Check, Lily, but you need to be honest, she said. Lily nodded, her throat tight. That afternoon, Mrs. Callahan called her to the office. The footage was clear, Tara, Jake, and Mia taping Lily to the chair, laughing as they marked her face. But there was more. The camera had caught Lily's escape, her determined expression as she grabbed the marker. Mrs. Callahan looked at her. You didn't report this. Why? Lily hesitated. I wanted to handle it myself. Mrs. Callahan sighed, but promised to take the footage to the principal. By the next day, Tara, Jake, and Mia were suspended, their reputations in tatters. The school rallied around Lily, her quiet strength earning her unexpected allies. She didn't gloat, but her sketchbook now held a new drawing, a phoenix rising. From ashes, its wings bold and free. The final twist came a week later. At an assembly, the principal addressed bullying, showing an edited version of the footage to protect Lily's privacy. Tara's clique crumbled, and Lily, once invisible, became a quiet hero. She didn't seek the spotlight, but when classmates asked about her art, she shared her sketches, her confidence growing. She'd marked the bullies back, not just with markers, but with courage, proving she was more than a shy girl in the shadows. Wow, what a ride. We'd love to know where you're watching this epic tale from. Are you New York, California, Texas, or somewhere else in the USA? Drop your location in the comments, and let's see how far Lily's story has reached.